If you're selling online, this is the question that keeps you up at night, right? Amazon or Walmart? It feels like this massive decision, and you know that getting it wrong could really cost you. So today, we're going to cut through the noise, break down the actual data, and figure this out. Welcome to the showdown.
Let's just kick things off with one single number, 2 billion. That's the mind-boggling number of people who visit Amazon every single month. It's an absolutely staggering amount of traffic.
So you gotta wonder, right? With a number like that, with that many eyeballs, why on earth would you even think about selling anywhere else? Well, answering that question is exactly what we're here to do. Here's how we're gonna break it all down in 5 rounds. First up, we'll step into the arena to look at traffic versus competition. Then, we'll meet the gatekeepers and their very different rules. After that, it's all about the bottom line, the costs. Then we'll peek into the engine room of operations. And finally, we'll deliver the verdict on your absolute best move.
Okay, let's dive into Section 1, the arena. This is where we look past those big, flashy numbers to find out what's really happening on the ground.
And yeah, if we're just talking about traffic, it's not even a contest. Amazon's monthly traffic is nearly 5 times higher than Walmart's. So that's it, right? Amazon wins. Case closed. Or is it?
Whoa, not so fast. Because traffic is only one side of the coin. There is another number we have to look at, and believe me, it changes absolutely everything.
And here it is. This is the twist. While Amazon has 5 times more traffic, it has a jaw-dropping 15 times more sellers. Just let that sink in for a second. The competition isn't just a little higher, it's a completely different universe of crowded.
So this leads us to the metric that actually matters, potential customers per seller. And when you look at it that way, Walmart is a much, much less crowded battlefield. It means every seller there has a way better shot at actually making a sale.
Okay, on to Section 2, the gatekeepers. You know, you can tell a whole lot about a marketplace just by how hard it is to get in the door. Their approval process basically reveals their entire DNA. And wow, are these two different? Amazon's whole philosophy is doors wide open. It's all about quantity. You know, let's get everybody in and we'll sort out the mess later. Walmart, on the other hand, is basically invitation only. They are all about quality, carefully vetting their partners right from the start. And now we come to what is, let's be honest, probably the most important section for any of us, the bottom line. We are talking about the cold, hard cash, the costs, the fees, and how much money you actually get to keep. Right off the bat, Walmart has a nice little advantage: no monthly subscription fee. But that's just the appetizer. The real game changer, the main event, is their unique incentive program. It's built from the ground up to reward the very best sellers on their platform. So here's what that journey looks like. You start out as what they call a rising seller. Then, by just delivering fantastic service and growing your sales, you can level up and achieve pro seller status. And that's where you unlock a seriously significant financial reward. So what's the big prize for becoming a pro seller? It's this number, a 10% discount on your referral fees. And for anyone moving serious volume, that number is absolutely huge. And let's be crystal clear about what this means. This isn't just some tiny little perk. This is potentially thousands upon thousands of dollars added directly back into your pocket, to your profit margin, just for doing what you're already doing, being a great seller. It's an incredible incentive. All right, let's pull back the curtain and head into Section 4, the engine room. This is all about the operational nuts and bolts. We're talking logistics, fulfillment, and seller support. You know, the stuff that is absolutely crucial to your sanity and your success day in and day out. So when it comes to logistics, the biggest difference is just plain speed. On Walmart's less congested system, your inventory can literally go live the same day it arrives. On Amazon, that same process can easily take weeks. And it's a similar story with support. Sure, Amazon is 24/7, but it can feel slow and impersonal. Walmart support, on the other hand, really acts more like a business partner. They're focused on actually solving your problem. So here we are. We've reached the final section, the verdict. Let's take everything we've learned and pull it all together to figure out the single best strategic move for you and your business. So here's the bottom line. Based on where you are right now,
If you're a brand new seller and your number one goal is just to reach the biggest audience possible, like yesterday, then Amazon is probably your go-to. But if you're an experienced seller and you're looking for higher profit margins and way less competition, the path forward leads straight to Walmart.
But you know what? The real pro-level strategy here isn't actually about choosing one over the other. The smartest play is to be on both. You leverage the unique strengths of each platform, you diversify your risk, and you maximize your total revenue. That is how the pros do it. And that brings us to our final and maybe the most urgent point of all. You have to understand that this golden window of opportunity at Walmart, with its lower competition and killer incentives, it's not going to stay open forever. In a couple of years, these amazing advantages might be gone.
Look, competition on Walmart is growing every single day. That golden window is already starting to close. So with that in mind, there's really only one question left to ask yourself. If you're ever going to make a move, isn't the best time right now?